a member of the LGBTQ community?
I am.
Okay, then. How is that community treated in Palestine?
Not great, but I'm here because it's what's right.
Okay, then.
I don't care what they think about trans people. I care about innocent civilians being bombed.
Like, maybe you should go to somebody who's kind of supporting them.
He's a trans woman, I think. He's wearing a skirt, so I was just curious what happens to trans individuals in the Palestinian Authority.
I don't know.
No? And gay people?
It's your problem. Yeah, what the f*** are you doing?
She came to me, man.
I'm just telling you to speak to a Palestinian, that's all.
Why aren't you allowing people to talk to us? Why are you breaking up our interviews? If you're saying anything, I can't hear you because of your multiple face diapers. I guess he's getting ready for that new COVID variant. Or maybe he just doesn't want to be identified. I'd go with the latter, folks. David Menzies for Rebel News here in Kitchener, Ontario, and I'm in downtown Kitchener. And there is something taking place. It was advertised as a vigil for Gaza, but it looks like it's turning into a march for Gaza. And anyways, we thought we would just drop by, see what's being said here. We have been to several gatherings of pro-Hamas people who have said downright disturbing and despicable things, including advocating death to Jews and Israelis. I haven't heard anything like that yet. Have heard just a few minutes ago a bunch of cars coming by. I assume they're supporters honking their horn. Don't they know what Yara Sachs has to say about that? Remember her statements?
How much vitriol do we have to see of honk honk, which is an acronym for Hail Hitler, do we need to see by these protesters on social media?
Yeah, so honk honk, that's an acronym for Heil Hitler. First of all, the woman doesn't even know what an acronym means, but I guess, does it apply to pro-Hamas demonstrators or only Freedom Convoy demonstrators? My goodness gracious, it's so complicated, isn't it? So anyways, we'll see if anyone wants to talk to us and check out what this vigil is all about. What brings you to this vigil?
Well, right now what I'm trying to do is let a group of mourning, mourning community and people there to support them have space from Rebel so that they can do what they need to do safely.
Space from us?
Well, have space from people questioning their right to be here, what their motives are in terms of coming and recognizing how many Palestinians, innocent Palestinians, have been brutally murdered in the last 10 days. So that's their right, and I'm just here. I'm Palestinian, but they don't need me right now. They're okay. I feel like you need me more. Is
this exclusively a vigil for Palestinian victims, or for also the more than 1,400 Israelis that were massacred on October 7th?
There have been vigils for them. This is a vigil for Palestinian victims. Okay. So we're calling for peace. We're calling for the killing to end. It's senseless. I have seen so many dead babies being pulled out of rubble in the last week, and I never want to again. And I used to never share that, and I had a rule. I don't share it because communities where their children had been hurt had asked us, we don't want to see that, it hurts us. And so I was listening to that. No actor is coming to the table with a solution here. And so I don't believe more carnage and more killing is going to be the solution to any of this. And they don't learn. They keep repeating the same mistakes and they keep doing it again and again and again. And nobody learns that maybe we leave all of that at the table and we come to peace and we come to each other for justice and to an equal standing in peace.
But I think that's my point. The leaders
of every group.
Well, but I mean, in fairness,
right?
the Palestinian Authority had an opportunity to be part of the Abraham Accords.
The PA is totally different than who you're talking about right now. So we don't conflate the two. We understand that they have different decision-making processes than Hamas does.
But regardless, every peace deal seems to be rejected.
There hasn't really been any kind of work for peace since the 90s. So I don't know what you're talking. I was like 10. This is a failure of leadership to actually, and the U.S. and Canada and all the other parties who are at the table to force a peaceful solution to have come about. They've had so many opportunities. This is not a new problem. This is not a new issue. The Gazans didn't just start dying, but the carnage that has been happening for the last 10 days is unacceptable, and it should be unacceptable to the entire world.
Should Hamas be taken off the terror organization list by the Canadian government?
I don't care. Come to peace. Come to peace. Come to the table actually looking for peace.
But do you agree they're a terrorist group, though?
I will not, apparently the Canadian government does. I believe that they are an elected group from 2006 who are the only, outlet of years and years of oppression and having a boot on your neck. And so the violent reaction should not be a surprise to anybody. I just think that they are a consequence of their environment.
On the flip side, do you condemn the attacks that took 1,400 lives on October 7th in Israel?
I haven't even asked. I've asked you several times if you will condemn the deaths of innocent Palestinians, and you refuse to. But yet you think it's okay for you to ask that question as though, why wouldn't I condemn every single innocent person that has died? Nobody needs to die. The killing needs to end. But the killing, if I'm just looking at it, objectively speaking, is coming from Israel.
Are you a member of the LGBTQ community?
I am.
Okay, then. How is that community treated in Palestine?
Not great, but I'm here because it's what's right.
Okay, then.
I don't care what they think about trans people. I care about innocent civilians being bombed.
But sir, they will actually kill people based on sexual orientation and gender identification.
Yeah, but Israel will kill people for simply believing in a different God. So.
Do you really believe that?
I do.
What do you make of the 1,400 Israelis that died on October 7th?
That's a terrible tragedy, obviously.
Okay, then. Well, we have a meeting of the minds there. And what about the 200 hostages?
You can't be a rebel and a capitalist, but...
Can't be a rebel and a capitalist? Whatever does he mean by that?
Is there a reason you were interviewing that very random man? Because he's not Palestinian. I don't know, but maybe you should go to somebody who's kind of supporting them.
He's a trans woman, I think. He's wearing a skirt, so
she.
Okay. Did I mispronoun somebody?
I think you should maybe connect with someone who's actually kind of marching and Palestinian and all.
100%. Yeah, but I was just curious what happens to trans individuals in the Palestinian Authority.
I don't know.
No. And gay people?
It's your problem. Yeah. What the are you doing?
She came to me, man.
I'm just telling you to speak to a Palestinian. That's all.
Okay.
So
how about yourself? Are you Palestinian?
No, I'm just saying why.
You could identify as one and give me an interview.
Yeah. It's okay. You should go.
Oh, I should go? I'm on a sidewalk.
You don't have to. Fine. You're not taken care of. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I spoke to you, so
well, you know what?
wouldn't bother them.
Ma'am, there are other voices.
I understand, but if they don't want to be on Rebel News and I'm saying I'll do it.
Ma'am, she came to me, actually.
She didn't want to talk to you by the end.
Okay. All right. She changed her mind. Well, I don't think it took all that long for this vigil to get somewhat hateful. You just heard the chants from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. That is code for essentially wiping Israel off the face of the map. We're talking about the Jordan River and the Mediterranean Ocean, and what's in between is Israel. So it might sound like a feel-good chant. It is anything but. Okay. Hi, sir. What brings you out to this vigil? No? You don't know why you're here? They were just chanting from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. What does that mean?
They clearly don't want to talk to you.
Yes.
You said you wouldn't talk to people who didn't want to talk to you. They don't want to talk to you.
You know what? I gave you a lot of time, Bazan.
I want you to leave people who are mourning alone.
You know what? We're literally in the public square.
I know, and they're mourning in public.
We're not under Sharia law, not yet. So
that's
please.
racist. I'm actually.
It is racist? How's that racist?
Because you're.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
Once again, folks, as you can see, this is a common problem. We have these people wearing these reflective vests. They're not in construction. They seem to be part of the organizing team, and they don't want interviews to happen. They want to be completely in control of the narrative. Is it because if you let some of these people speak, their real feelings come out? Let's talk to Miss Machine Gun Earring Lady, who we encountered last Saturday in Mississauga. Oh, it isn't men.
First of all, Hamas is not a terrorist group. Hamas is not a terrorist group.
What is it, like a motorcycle club?
It is a resistance that has been fuming for 75 years of colonialism, of occupation, of murder, of rape, of little children, of women. That's what they are. They are resistance.
Do you think Canada is a colonialist country too?
Everything that they do is justified.
Including what happened last week?
Every single thing they have done is justified.
Yeah, well, I guess on the bright side, at least those machine gun earrings kind of accentuate her eyes, don't they?
I will not forgive the East or the West for what they have done to us. May our pictures haunt you forever. Repeat after me. This is genocide! This is genocide! This is genocide! This is genocide!
Why aren't you allowing people to talk to us? Why are you breaking up our interviews? If you're saying anything, I can't hear you because of your multiple face diapers. I guess he's getting ready for that new COVID variant. Or maybe he just doesn't want to be identified. I'd go with the latter, folks. Sign ceasefire now. Would that be conditional on releasing the hostages?
What
was that? What is not appropriate?
Please leave.
Well, aren't I in the public square?
People don't want to be talking to the media, so if you can please leave and stop.
How do you know that? Are you
harassing
psychic?
People? Yes, I am, and that's how I know. Please
okay,
leave our community alone.
What's your community? Are you Palestinian?
We're done talking. Please stop.
Are you a member of the Rainbow people? Is it that the community you're talking about? Because your friend over there, I don't think he'd last 10 minutes in the Gaza Strip.
Oh, yeah.
Just, this is not worth engaging, but it's very you guys. Yeah.
How about yourself, sir? What brings you to this vigil?
I don't talk to Nazis.
Yeah. Oh, well, who are the Nazis?
That would be you, sir.
Oh, is that right? That's very odd because my grandfather spent more than 5 years of his life fighting the Nazis. What was your grandfather doing?
Stop engaging it. Stop engaging it.
This is really perverse because, folks, we are literally in the town square. It's Kitchener City Hall, and I'm being told by multiple people to leave. They are just trying to shut down us telling the other side of the story. Sir, did you have anything to say? I'm all ears.
No, that's my bad. I'm so sorry.
How about yourself, man? What brings you out to this rally? The face diaper guy is doing her talking for her. How about yourself, sir? He's wearing badges. This is great, folks. Can we get a shot of this? Be gay, do crime, woke math, that's 2 + 2 = 5. And he's got the LGBT progress flag with the purple flurple, no less. And even he has that. Oh, but this is interesting. A lone voice saying, I stand with Israel. Why don't we talk to him? What's bringing you out to this demonstration? I guess you're a one-man counter-protest.
Maybe I am, but the thing is, if the Hamas is an elected government by the Palestinian people, Hamas declared war, so they're acting on behalf of their own country. So it is a war.
Why is there such a divide between these two groups?
Well, it starts with a haphazard kind of how the Jewish state was reintroduced to the world. I mean, you got to remember the Jewish people as a nation had disappeared off the earth in 350 BCE, so and then just got put back in as their own nation in 1946 or 47, which I can see, which would upset a lot of people there. But both parties do have a sense of ancestral belonging to that land. I think everything should be done peacefully, but like I said, Hamas is the government of the Palestinians. They declared war on Israel, so therefore the Palestinian people also declared war. If they voted Hamas in, which they did, then that means their government attacked another government, and that's how wars happen.
Oh, calm down, ma'am. You're shaking.
AI? Yeah, I have a disability. I was telling him it's called developmental coordination disorder.
I see.
But yeah, is that AI that I'm seeing?
You mean the illustrations, or?
No, it's literally a video of dead civilians.
Why are you taking away the trans woman from my interview?
I'm not a trans.
Well, since we're having an incredibly hard time doing interviews, and by the way, a lot of the people do want to talk to us. It's these jabronis with the fluorescent vests that are shutting down our journalism. So maybe we can read the signs. I think they might allow that. The U.S. and Canada are complicit in Israeli genocide. Stop the bombs. Stop funding a genocidal state. I think she means, pardon me? Oh, yeah, that's, oh, she can't weigh in. This guy's really annoying, isn't he? Stop the war. Stop NATO. How is NATO involved in this? Or, I mean, I don't even think they're involved in the Russian-Ukrainian war yet. Colonizer Broadcast Corporation. Oh, this is a good one. You know what? Talk about biting the hand that feeds. The CBC won't call Hamas a terrorist organization, even though its sugar daddy, the Canadian government, aka the Canadian taxpayer, recognizes Hamas as a terror group. So why would that person have a beef with the CBC? I would imagine he'd want to give them the key to the city, but what do I know? Gaza, don't despair, you're our light in the dark. What does that sign mean, sir?
Sign.
Oh, you're not allowed to speak to me? Who are these people that are telling people to shut up? Yes, please, move her away. I applaud that. Peace, justice for all. And until we are all free, none of us are free. Free Palestine. What does that sign mean, ma'am? Maybe that's an early indicator of the latest strain of COVID, laryngitis.
Let's talk coming up on your back.
Okay, thank you, Antonio. Boy, this is some vigil. All this violence breaking out.
Too aggressively?
I'm just doing my job, officer.
Not aggressively, though, okay?
Well, can you define aggressively? I'm just asking questions.
Put the camera in people's faces. Okay.
I'm just asking questions, officer. I think the art of journalism is still a right in Canada, is it not?
So don't get into people's faces, okay?
What does that mean? I have a microphone.
This guy understands. Your security guy understands. Thank you.
All right. Well, folks, we plan to be here for another hour, maybe 2 hours, but there really is no sense in that. Our security, who are trained professionals, are picking up a bad vibe. I was already blocked from somebody trying to tackle me. As for law enforcement, wherever they are, the two officers there, they're telling me not to get in anyone's face. I'm just walking up to people and politely asking questions. So I think we know where the boys in blue weigh in on this. And in one sense, I guess it's part of an ongoing theme, isn't it? Keeping the peace is the be-all and end-all, even if there's illegal activity. It could be violence here, or it could be, members of the LGBT Spirit Unicorn Syndicate getting naked in public and simulating sex acts in front of children. They'll never be charged either. So, as much as we wanted to hear what these people had to say, it's not going to happen, aside from the interviews we've already conducted. And I must say, this is some vigil. I think by definition, the vigils I've been to, people stand in a solemn way, they light candles, they pray for their lost loved ones. But there are people here clearly wearing trouble on their shirt. There are people here chanting anti-Israel and anti-Jewish sentiments. Welcome to Prime Minister Blackface's Canada, circa 2023. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Folks, are you fed up with this hateful nonsense? Well, so are we. Please go to our newest website, CanadaStandsWithIsrael.com. That's CanadaStandsWithIsrael.com. When we get a critical mass of signatures, we're going to deliver that petition to the Israeli Embassy in Toronto. Let's take a stand for civilization.